15 years after the debacle, mother and son are still divided on the matter. His mother insists that was the real General Mathenge, but the son maintains it is a resounding no.
Najua, nikisema si yeye, maana research yangu ni nzuri kuliko ya mama. Na anajua, kwa roho yake ndani anajua si Mathenge huyo. Na inajulikana baba yangu alikuwa kwa mtu mrefu. Sasa huyu ni mtu ya saizi yako urefu. Na hata picha yake iko hapa. Na ile ukiona hii picha yake ambayo iko hapa na ile ya ule mzee, ni tofauti kubwa.
It was him. It was him. Even the guy who found him had told me it was him. Those who say it wasn't Mathenge are wrong. It was him. He wanted to come home straight from Ethiopia, but he wasn't allowed to. Instead, he was told to go back. There were people who wanted to kill him.
Hiyo si Mathenge, hiyo najulikana. Na hata DNA ilifanywa.
I challenge my friend, Mr. Karemi, listen. This data shows that this man, not only is he not from Mathaya, he's not even a Kikuyu. Karemi told me, this is a very tough world of conspiracy. These samples must have been switched somewhere. You never believe it. But of course, this man was never General Mathenge for sure.
I thought that whichever way the project had gone, it was up to the government to be clear about it to the people and admit whether they had picked the wrong person to be Mathenge, and if so, why? Had anybody misled them to that point? And what action was taken against that person? Because around that time, I also remember, this is why this thing was difficult to handle. I met Mwenyu Waiyaki, who was the foreign minister at the time of independence. And he told me that at one time, he had been sent by President Kenyatta to go and meet the Mau Maus that had escaped into Ethiopia during the war. And that he told me that he went there and he met them. So if Ayan was one of these people that Waiyaki had met, you can see how easy it was to consider the whole thing credible until it was proved otherwise.
Local artist Kamande Wakioi did not waste time. He quickly jumped into a recording studio and released a song, General Bandia, mocking the stage. Koigi says for years now he has become a subject of ridicule and is always associated with the Lema Ayanu fiasco.
I think they think that I was meeting so-called General Mathenge from an ethnic point of view, that I'm sort of a Kikuyu chauvinist who was going to meet a fellow Kikuyu and who was even ready to manufacture a hero if the real heroes are not around. I think that is the crime I'm accused of. But far from it, I would have gone to meet any Kenyan hero of the status of General Mathenge or of the status of Kimathi. But I was not central to the affair. But you know, at that time, I think I seemed more enthusiastic than most other people. Probably my happiness for meeting Mathenge was greater than most people's, and probably for a reason. I'm a great admirer of the Mau Mau, and I think that they deserve the highest respect. The fact that there was a government doing that was something for me to appreciate rather than abhor. And obviously, if Mathenge was real, even if today I am told that the real Mathenge has been discovered, and may you now go back to the airport to meet him, I will be happy to do it once again.
The young is young men, not old men, young men at that time.
Upon confirming the man was a fraud, the government hastily bundled out the Ethiopian Amharic-speaking father from the Pan-Afric Hotel on June 6th. He had accumulated a 3 million shilling bill with his delegation. He was unceremoniously bundled onto the next flight to Ethiopia in the wee hours of the night.
He left secretly, but somebody told me that when he reached Addis, he made a comment to the BBC. I don't know whether it is true that he was surprised to discover that Kenyans are more stupid today than they ever were, or than they were when he left them. Now, I don't know in what language he said this and why he thought we were so stupid, maybe for allowing ourselves to be conned. I mean, this was real conmanship, perfect at its best. But I still think that the government owes Kenya some explanation, some closure to this issue. Was Mathenge ever in Ethiopia? Were there freedom fighters ever in Ethiopia? What happened to them? If they are there, do they wish to come back, or do they wish not to? I think it is very important that we get to the depths of this issue and conclude it once and for all. If the government was duped, it must also be ready to apologize, to say, yes, we got conned, we were lied to, that this Mr. Ayanu was Mr. Mathenge, and to the extent that we got taken in, we are apologizing to the whole nation. That shouldn't be difficult to do. After all, it was nothing personal. I don't think anybody will lose their seat or their state house on account of this sort of service to the nation.
Ato Lema Ayanu died in 2010 and was buried in Ethiopia. Duncan Hemba, The Untold Story.
This is KTN News.
To the outer framers, the turtleneckers, the fringe growers, you don't need to hide anymore. Try Dettol Even Tone. It cleans and helps to reduce the appearance of blemishes caused by oil, dirt and germs, giving your skin a healthy feel. Dettol, be 100% sure.
This is